Welcome back to Monster Prom again. We've played this game lots of times and I have yet to successfully succeed on the channel. But I'm here, I'm gonna do it. Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unaffordable. We've seen this a lot of times, I don't need to do it again. Let's go with not quite the same name as Blue, but still kind of the same name as Blue. Yeah, the Monster Prom. We know the characters, we know the gameplay. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in nonsense to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. This one. School is outdated and lame. We need a new school subject ASAP. Turning people into your puppets through emotional warfare and deception, lol. Oh, wait, that's 101. If you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be? This one. Okay. I have really low creativity. Is this the one where it's creativity? I think this is creativity. That day while rehearsing for the class play, your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity, I was right. Later, you hear Vera and Liam in a heated conversation which seems to contain some pretty sexually explicit language, so naturally you go eavesdrop.
Speaking as a male, I can say that even I grow weary of the infantilizing monotony of the male gaze.
Thank you. See, I want to advocate for the Gorgon gaze instead, but that would just turn people rock hard. That's not an erection joke. People would die.
Personally, I think hentai is the source of the problem. It's so unrealistic. Hello, I'm not a 2D drawing, I'm a real vampire.
I know. Even I can't keep up with the standards hentai is...
Okay, this is getting... I don't want to narrate this anymore.
But I do think there should be a more diverse offering for those of us who like something less...
Cephalosexual? Agreed.
Yeah. Don't send a misogynistic kraken to do a femme gorgon's job. You should open your own hentai studio. Great.
Aha! Why didn't I think of that before? I'm always trying to monetize my hobbies, and I am partial to my superior aesthetic, and I like sex.
The hentai industry needs more strong female perspectives. Shatter that freaky glass ceiling.
Yes. I could feature stories about three-dimensional women with lofty and exciting career aspirations, having mind-shatteringly hot sex.
We can call it Veer Animation.
The tagline can be an Oberlin overhaul of over-objectifying awful.
Nice. Cool, we sure did that. Let's go hang out with them again. You take your seats besides arguably the two coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them.
Mira, are you eating mantis core steaks again?
Yes, and it's delicious.
Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry?
Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead?
Well, yes, I suppose. But it's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do.
Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first, and I'm sure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty.
Well, then surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway?
You may actually have a point there. And if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain. And I bet there's a way to make money off this, too.
Hang on. Somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests here.
Liam, don't you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser?
You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out. I don't even know which of these is a good choice. Liam, animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is teach them the concept of death so they really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics.
Well, I can't condone animal cruelty, but I wholeheartedly support animal education. I do like animals, but their illiteracy is my fourth least favorite thing about them. Right between their poor taste in fashion and simplistic views on German cinema.
It's not the worst idea you've ever had. Although, face it, Cyan, you are known for having pretty terrible ideas about 50% of the time. I don't really see building an empire out of private school for cattle, but with my business acumen, I guess it's possible.
And I can rest secure in the knowledge that I'm solving the bovine education crisis.
Helping Liam help cows is like helping you help Liam choose you to go to prom with. Or something. That was a complicated sentence. I think I'm confused. Let's go to the bathrooms. To buy something. I don't want to buy a corpse. I don't want to buy a ghost. No, I don't want to do, Let's get this Latin accent. Alright, let's go to the bathrooms again because I didn't pay attention that the cat was there, so I didn't get boldness. That day, you skipped class just to hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You gain +2 boldness. Used by Vera and Liam. It's always these two. Engaged in their favorite pastime, a variation of people watching called monster judging.
Do you see what she's wearing? Newsflash. Lime green stripper boots do not go with chupacabra fur.
At least she made a choice. I've already seen 6 people wearing the same Air Gorgon sneakers.
We really are the lucky ones, Liam. Most people are just absolutely hideous.
But even their hideousness is mediocre. Most people are hideous, but I have yet to see one who is the most hideous. I wonder what such an abomination would even look like.
True hideousness is on the inside, in your organs. A person with their organs on the outside would be the most hideous. Okay, sure, but do you know what else organs are besides hideous? Expensive. A person with their organs on the outside would basically be a walking bank account.
The majority of a vampire's internal organs are decorative anyway, so I find this entire concept immensely uninteresting.
Alright, well, I guess I need more creativity if I want to say such things in the future. Uninteresting? When we're talking about a potential gold mine. Why, if we could engineer people who grew organs on the outside, they'd be like living, screaming money trees. And enormous profits are anything but hideous. You know what is hideous? People with no understanding of financial gain. Like you. Sad. I lose 2 smarts and 1 creativity, but somehow I still got a heart with Vera, it looked like. I could sit with the coven, or I could hang out with these two again. You arrive at your chosen table to find Vera looking at askance at Miranda's lunch. A single, very suspicious-looking apple. Miranda, honey, your apple seems to be pulsing with unhealthy purple light.
Oh, I am sure it is just your imagination.
It also has a skull on it, and it smells like lighter fluid. I don't think it's for eating. Of course it is for eating. It is a perfectly standard poison apple.
You know, the sort that puts a princess to sleep for 100 years.
You literally just admitted it's poison.
I know, and I always said I wouldn't be the kind of princess who eats a poisoned apple. But how else will I find a prince to wake me with true love's kiss and live happily ever after with me?
Girl, we need to have a little talk about feminism. You, back me up on this. Tell her she doesn't need to poison herself for the sake of a man. You don't need to eat that apple. There are plenty of eligible princes on hotprincefinder.com. That's not what I...
A finder? For hot princes? What is this sorcery? I must see it at once.
You pull up the website on your phone. You've already got it bookmarked. For no reason.
Goodness, it even lists their pedigrees.
And you're right, not all of them are even looking for sleeping princesses. This one is only looking for a princess who is a frog. That will be much simpler to achieve. I only need to anger a minor witch. This isn't what I was going for at all. God. Okay.
Royal marriage is strictly a business arrangement. When it comes to romance, we are free to make our own decisions.
That's good news for you, especially since Miranda seems to really like your suggestion. I'm not doing a good job at my job. We need more creativity, so we're going to the auditorium again. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you are struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call you by it, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the whole world. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat! You gain +2 creativity. We, the devs, I don't have any other players, so that part doesn't work as well. Later, you see Vera cackling to herself in the hallway. Which is whatever, but you might as well find out why. Just practicing my prom queen acceptance speech in my mind. It's not like the title bears any meaning whatsoever, of course, and I really do consider the whole thing way beneath me. However, considering how much meaning other girls put on it, I can't risk some uppity girl thinking she's better than I am. Plus, it's not bad branding either. I could see using a victory to start a line of successful prom queen accessories, guaranteed to get you the win. Perfect prom shoes, the right makeup, fancy knives to take out your opponents. Speaking of which, I assume this goes out without saying, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'll be doing a blood ritual to ensure my win. I still haven't found the exact details yet, but I'm optimistic that at least some of the items will be found in the shop. The only question is where exactly I can find the details for a proper blood ritual. Why don't we ask the Coven? They're witches. They should know about blood magic, right?
Of course. I knew those basic girls would come in handy one day. Actually, I really didn't. I always thought they were pretty useless, but I'm never mad to be proven wrong when it serves me.
Using the skills you gained during the extra credit summoning seminar, you call forth the Coven.
What is it now? Is there some emergency? Is the world in need of saving? Of course not. The world is the worst. Why would I ever want to save it? No, I just want to be prom queen, and I need some blood magic to guarantee my victory, and I figured you three could do something productive for once.
What do you mean for once? We're the ones constantly saving you from destruction. We're the ones who...
Yeah, whatever. Just tell me how to cheat my way into being prom queen. Or I'll start a rumor that you're just a mega swarm of bees in 3 people suits. Why would that... whatever. Here's what you need for the ritual. The blood of a former prom queen, the tongue of a goat, and the earrings of an ancient goddess. Good luck getting those. Thanks. When I need your opinion, I'll ask for it.
You did ask,
And now you answered, so you can leave.
in a puff of aggravated smoke, the Coven disappears.
Let's split up. You check the shop. I'll grab a goat and meet you in the bathrooms when you're done.
Well, guess you're involved in some blood magic now. Sounds fun. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. I think I'm gonna end this episode off here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye 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 bye. Hey, come here. Bye bye.